Hello guys, welcome to the C++ tutorial series. In this video, we'll learn about enums in C++. My name is Kafui and welcome to my channel mods.dev. Please subscribe and like to help the channel grow and turn on the bell notification icon to get notified whenever I release a content on the channel. With that said, let's dive in. In C++, an enum is a data type used to define a set of named integer constants. There are two types of enums in C++. You have the scoped and unscoped enums. So first of all, let's look at the scoped enums. In order to declare a scope enum in C++, you write the enum keyword, followed by the class keyword, and then followed by the name of your enum. So in this example, the name of my enum is what? Color. And in curly braces, you define your enum elements separated by comma. So the first element is red, the second element is green, then finally my last element is blue, separated by what? Comma. So this is how you declare an enum in a scope enum in C++. And then whatever is in the curly braces is referred to as your enum element, or some people refer to it as enumerators. So in order to access the elements in the enum or in the scope enum, you write the name of the enum, then followed by your enum variable. So my variable here is my color. Then you assign it to the name of the enum. Then with using the scope resolution operator, you can access the individual elements in the enum. So with the auto completion, you see that I can access any of the elements. So I'll just access the blue element and then save. So this is how we can declare a scope enum in C++. And then this is how we can access an element in the scope enum in C++. The next one we'll look at is the unscoped enums. So just come here and then comment unscoped enum. Now in order to declare an unscoped enum in C++, you write the enum keyword, then followed by what? The name of your enum. So in this example, the name of my enum is animal. So I write animal, and then in curly braces, you put your enum elements over there. So the first animal is dog, then using comma, you separate the enum element. Then the next one is cat. Then finally, the next one is what? Ant. So this is how we declare a unscoped enum in C++, which is different from the scoped enum. So in unscoped enum, we don't bring the class keyword. So in order to access the element in an unscoped enum, I'll just comment this one out. This one, you have to write the name of the enum. So I'll go ahead, animal, then your variable. So I'll say my pet, and then set it to the enum elements you want to access. So I'll just access cat and then terminate it. So in the unscoped enum, you don't have to use the scope resolution operator to access the individual element. You can directly access the element in unscoped enum. So this is how you declare unscoped enum, and this is how you can access it. Now, one thing you have to know is that by default, enum element values start from 0 for the first element. However, you can initialize the values explicitly or by yourself. So the elements in enum, so the first element here, for instance, will be initialized to 0 by default in C++, but you can explicitly set your value to it. So I can set red to 10, and then maybe green to 20, and then finally blue to, let's say, 50. So this is how you can explicitly set the values to an enum element. By default, the first element will be initialized to 0, the second one will be initialized to 1, and then the last one will be initialized to 2. So depending on the number of elements you have in the enum. So I can just go ahead and let's say declare another enum. This one will be unscoped. I'll just say day, and then inside the curly braces, I'll say Monday, assign it to, let's say, 1, then comma, Tuesday, assign it to 2, and then Wednesday, assign it to 3. So this is an unscoped enum whereby I have initialized the values explicitly, and I can come down here and then access the element and say day, or say today, and then set it to Tuesday. Set it to Tuesday. Since this is an unscoped enum, just set that to Tuesday, and the value for this enum element is what? 2. So that's how we can explicitly set the values of what? Enums. So scope enums are preferred in modern C++ because they provide type safety. So in modern C++, it is advisable to write what? Scope enums, because they ensure type safety and ensure encapsulation. So that is it for this video. If you have any question, put them in the comment section for discussion. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.